Hello and welcome to our live news. My name is Blessing Ogwo. The news headlines. Tinubunomics continues to impact positively on both the economy and Nigerian citizens. Dangote refinery drops diesel price from 1,075 naira to 1,020 naira per litre. The federal representatives and NLC demands reversal of telecom tariff hike, threatens shutdown. The news in detail. President of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has made price inflation of most foodstuff being reversed. Prices of major foodstuffs are dropping. PMS prices are stabilizing. Kasuwan Dawanau in Kano Northwest is the biggest international grains market in West Africa. Millets, maize, rice, sorghum, and ginger, situated along 5 major Nigerian borders, is back and thriving again. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has dropped the cost of its diesel product to 1,020 naira per litre, down from 1,075 naira per litre at the Grand Prix price. In a statement, the $20 billion company said the reduction was part of its effort to better serve its customers and Nigerians in general. Since it began diesel production in January 2024, the refinery has reduced the price of diesel more than 3 times, from an initial 1,700 naira per litre to the current rate, thus providing much-needed relief to manufacturers and consumers alike, the company stated. Recently, the private refinery slashed its ex-depot price for petrol from 950 naira per litre to 890 naira based on market realities. The country was heavily reliant on imported refined petroleum products, with the state-run NNPC being the major importer of the essential commodities. Fuel queues were more commonplace in the country. Prices of petrol increased heavily since the removal of subsidy in May 2023 by President Bola Tinubu from around 200 naira per litre to over 1,000 naira per litre, no thanks to decades-long epileptic electricity supply. Last December, Aliko Dangote, Africa's leading industrialist, commenced operations at the facility situated in Lagos with 350,000 barrels a day. The refinery, which was initially bugged by regulatory battles, hopes to achieve its full capacity of 650,000 barrels per day by the end of the year. The refinery has begun the supply of diesel and aviation fuel to marketers in the country and now petrol. Similarly, in 2024, the NNPCL said the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries have come back on stream and loading of petroleum has resumed. The Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has condemned the implementation of a 50% tariff hike by telecommunication companies, demanding immediate reversal to the old tariff. The NLC and the federal government had earlier constituted a 10-man committee to deliberate on the tariff hike within 2 weeks and report back before any final decision will be made on the new telecom tariff structure. Despite the agreement, telecom terms have proceeded with the increase, promoting NLC to issue a March 1 deadline for a total shutdown of their operations if the tariffs are not reverted. In a communique signed by President Joe Ajaero and General Secretary Emma Obuaja, following a meeting of the NLC Central Working Committee in Lokoja on Tuesday, the union accused telecom firms of betraying trust and disregarding due process by implementing the hike before the review by the 10-man committee was complemented. The Osun State Governor Ademola Adeloke, according to his interview on the removal of godfathers, stated, "Well, I didn't listen to them because I knew what I was going to do. I laid out my blueprints silently, and immediately I was sworn in, I began with action. It was challenging at first. I first went around. I'm not the governor that sits around the office in their air conditioner. I put on my sneakers, my cap, and go around and inspect projects so that the contractors will know that I mean business. There were a lot of abandoned projects, including the government house. They were so upset that I defeated them, so they looted the government house, which when we came in, we did the video and showed the world. This is democracy. If Osun people decide they don't want you, when you have done your own, they bow out and appreciate the opportunity they have given to you. They looted the whole place. It took me 1 year to move into the government house," he said. And on the foreign scene, Trump signs orders for steel aluminum tariffs to start March 12th. U.S. President Donald Trump signed executive orders to impose 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from March 12th, ramping up a long-promised trade war despite warnings from Europe and China. The European Union swiftly vowed to retaliate with firm and proportionate countermeasures. In an executive order released on Monday, Trump said, as of March 12, 2025, all imports of aluminum articles, derivative aluminum articles from Argentina, Australia, Canada, Mexico, EU countries, and the UK shall be subject to the additional ad valorem tariff. He issued a separate order of steel, which said it would apply to all imports from the same countries the aluminum tariffs hit, and as well as to Brazil, Japan, and South Korea. "I'm simplifying our tariffs on steel and aluminum," Trump said earlier in the Oval Office. It's 25% without exceptions or exemptions. The tariff also appears to indirectly orders detailing how certain countries, particularly Mexico, were using other exemptions to get Chinese imports into the United States. Thank you for listening. This is Alive News. My name is Blessing Ogwo.